And I'm Crystal.
And we're the teen programmers at the Greenville County Library System. Welcome to Teen Cuisine No-Bake Holiday Treats. The first one we're going to work on this month is a really tasty one that you can use as either a gift or something you can just eat at home. And we are making peppermint bark. It's really easy. All you need is a microwave, some chocolate chips, and some white chocolate chips. Now, you really want at least semi-sweet chocolate chips because milk chocolate is going to be so super sweet with that white chocolate. So what I did is I took a bag of chocolate chips and I melted it in the microwave. And it only took about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and you do it in like 30-second bursts, because if you do it any longer than that, it can burn. So I just did it, and then I would stir it every 30 seconds. Now I have here a piece of parchment paper. It comes in a roll. You can use this, or you can use wax paper. You don't really want to use plastic wrap or tinfoil because it will just stick. And I'm just going to literally drizzle it on here. Because I need to wipe it down flat, I'm not going to just dump it all in the middle because that just makes more work for myself. I'm just going to take this yummy melted chocolate and I'm going to pour it onto this piece of parchment paper, and then I'm going to smooth it down. And you can really make this into any shape you want. You can do a rectangle, you could do something round. You just want it fairly thin because you want to be able to break this up into pieces. And so you don't want it really, really thick. But then you need to let it set for about 10 minutes. You don't want it totally melted. You want it just starting to get a little bit firm. So I've had this one over here that I made, and it's been sitting about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to take my white chocolate. And when you melt your white chocolate, you really need to be extra careful. There's so much fat content, and white chocolate, it can burn really, really fast. So I now have this white chocolate, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it on top of my darker chocolate. Now with this, you need it to be a little bit firmed up so that you can actually spread it on top, because if it's not, it's just going to mix together, which is still going to taste fine. It's just not going to look as pretty. But if you don't do it while it's still a little bit melted, it's not going to bond together. So when you try to break it up later, it's going to literally like break into two pieces. You'll have a section of white chocolate, and you'll have a section of dark chocolate. Which isn't bad. Which isn't bad. It'll still taste good. So we've done that, and now I'm going to hand it over to Crystal.
So the third and final we are peppermint. You can buy these rounded peppermints, or you can buy mini candy canes. And you'll put them, probably about half a bag of these into a Ziploc bag without the wrapper, and then you get to beat them. You can think about being left on red, or your semester grades, pretty much anything that'll get you in the mood of smashing. And just pull it out. You don't want pieces that are huge on your peppermint bark. You have to think about biting into those, and they will kind of hurt your teeth. So what I like to do is sift through and then find the smaller pieces. When you put them on the peppermint bark, you'll want it to be on mostly the white part, so the white chocolate or the almond bark as you have here. And yeah, pretty much it. You can do a design. You can just do what I do and put it everywhere. Just make sure to press it down so that when the almond bark dries, the peppermint is solidified in there as well. And after you've done this, you'll let it set. We put it in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. And then you'll end up with a finished product like this. And you can break it, you can give the whole thing as a gift, or if you're sneaky, thrifty, you can break it apart and give little pieces to your friends and family. Good question.
It will melt on your hand, so you could also use like a knife to cut it into pieces too. So it does need to store in a refrigerator. You don't really want it to store outside of it, so just put it in a Ziploc bag or a Ziploc container, Tupperware container, and put it in your refrigerator. And that's all it takes to make something that's really tasty and that you can give as a gift or just eat with your family. Thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again next time.